Good morning, everyone, from Turpan. I am back in China's western frontier once again, and this time I have someone who's going to be showing me around.
Good morning, everyone, from Turpan. I'm from Kashgar, and
Xinjiang was my tour guide when I visited Xinjiang a couple years ago. Then I was his tour guide when he and his friend traveled in East China, and now the cycle continues. Turpan is mainly known for two things. One is vast deserts with ancient ruins, and the second one is grapes.
Turpan is like Xinjiang's grape capital, but we're here too early, so the grapes are underdeveloped. They're just little teeny nuggets. But I actually wouldn't want to be here during the grape season because this place is one of the hottest parts of China. It's in a desert basin, so the temperature here in the summer is like 35, 40 Celsius every day. So no thank you, I'd rather be here at this time. It's actually pretty tolerable outside. And you still kind of get the grape aesthetic, you know, the vines are growing, but they're just little babies.
Honestly, I would argue that the grape aesthetic is more important than the fruit itself. I mean, check out this adorable place we had dinner at. It doesn't have a roof, it's just grapevines. Right by our table was this room with a wild celebration going on inside. It is a circumcision party. Congratulations to whichever one of y'all in this room it was who got the snip snip. Anyway, we were only in Turpan for a few days, but we really did encounter a wild party on every single day. On the very first day, on the train from Urumqi to Turpan, my other travel companion Xiaoyeze and I snagged a wedding invite.
小野子当妈妈啦。
Perhaps in exchange for Xiaoyeze's exemplary baby wrangling skills, this young mother invited us to her sister's wedding.
我坐过的最热闹的绿皮车，没有之一。
With Xinjiang's help, we procured a Xinjiang-style wedding gift, sugar for making tea, and little candies set out on an aesthetic tray.
漂亮，我们的宝贝。
This is actually a Han weager wedding, and the style was much more of the former than the latter, starting with a morning of challenging the groom and his friends with various silly games, followed by an afternoon of food, ceremonies, and a bit of dancing. The whole thing was over by about 3 p.m. in stark contrast to a weager-style wedding, which we will also see later. For now, let's plop ourselves back down in that random village from the intro and do some exploring.
The best view in Turpan, up here on this random mound of dirt. 来，给我们表演一个，别羞羞。
Gül yüzün görmeyi, gözüm yolunda kaldı, sen canan gelmey, kilidi dünya, siz gidip, ben kalmam.
注意点，你这样去，我害怕死了。你给他们看一下这是什么？
哎呀，多大点事儿啊！就这么点距离，他会保护你的。
是的，我会保护你的。
叔叔会保护你，不怕啊。
叔叔。
Even though there is not a single ripe grape in this entire vineyard, we did get to enjoy some other local fruit. Once you get the desert dust off of it, anyway.
万一真有吐满好，
然后
去掉
用你的口水
对，就是去掉
替代那个土。
And unlike the grapes that are clearly part of someone's plantation, these berries are just kind of all over the place. A public resource of sorts, with random strangers grabbing berries around every corner.
我的天哪！还是他们聪明。
这个不一样。
哦，这是混血的。
对，混血。
这里有黑的。
刚刚洗了吗？还是？洗了是吧？谢谢。
太不要脸了，我看不下去了。
Hello。
What's your name？
跟他说话，我不知道。
那个雪糕好吃吗？ 给我。
哇，这是什么操作？我的妈呀！啊，刷新了我的认知。哦，谢谢 ，Rahmat。خوش。拜拜。
See you。
Got a free snack。
你知道吗？我为什么现在咬了一口他们的雪糕呢？因为那个我跟他们那个年龄的时候，我们1个星期也吃不起、买不起那个雪糕，所以我们只能1个星期只能花1毛钱、2毛钱、5毛钱，最多的话就是我很想念那个童年的回忆吧，所以我咬了一口。
We meandered our way through random villages, munching on naan to accompany the endless supply of berries, until finally we stumbled into a pleasant surprise. A restaurant out here in the middle of nowhere where we could have an actual meal instead of just berries and bread.
They even got lawn flamingos over here. So we just stopped along the side of the road at this like rural restaurant type thing, and it's very colorful. It's like being inside of a kaleidoscope. I dig that. So we're gonna stop here and have some lunch. This place is just like out in the rural area, so it has a lot of space and there's grapes growing everywhere, and it's just very cozy. Oh, 他们放了好多小菜。今天晚上是不是有什么婚礼什么的？看他们都准备了。There's gonna be a wedding happening here in 1 hour, so maybe we can just eat our food like super slowly and then we can witness it. I know I already saw a wedding, so I'm kind of spoiled, but I want to see another wedding, okay? Why not? We are midway through our lunch and people are starting to show up for the wedding. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited! We get to see a wedding and we weren't even invited. 哦，我看到伴娘了，感觉伴娘年龄好大呀。
就是他们是亲戚嘛，然后可能是姐姐呀、妹妹呀，然后他们喜欢穿那个同一个。
这么可爱啊！在美国只有伴娘会穿一样的。We hear a noise outside and we're just gonna walk down and see what's going on. Even though we're not invited to this wedding, we're kind of like half invited because we're guests and customers at this venue, so I feel like we can sort of get in on the action. 哇塞！
这个时间，新娘和新郎要马上就来了。
That's right, the bride and groom aren't even here yet. This is actually a pre-party of sorts for all the extended relatives, mostly aunties, to chat while waiting for the bride and groom to arrive. Meanwhile, the trumpet and drum guys outside are making sure everyone in a kilometer radius knows that a wedding is happening.
The bride and groom still haven't arrived yet, so the drum and instrument guys are taking a break for a cigarette, and then it continues. 你结婚了5年了
50年
，50年了哦。
6个娃娃有呢，3个丫头，3个儿子，3个
6个孩子，还有6个孩子。
啥？在说什么？在说什么？
等一会告诉你。
At first glance, it really does feel as though this is the main celebration. But no, it's just the aunties having a little warm-up dance before the bride and groom arrive.
Weager族婚礼一般会持续多长时间啊？
我们维吾尔族婚礼呢，一般是2天，
天，我就想问你几个小时，你还跟我说几天？
对，2天。哦，他们在化妆呢，他们在拍照呢。
那他们要走吗？
他们要走，他们可能好像去别的地方。
The drum and trumpet guys had to leave for another wedding. A second dinner party started with a whole new set of the bride and groom's friends and relatives, and we ordered even more food, so we'd have an excuse to keep on sitting there, hour after hour. All the ladies are over here in their super colorful dresses.
And then here's the central table where the most important people will be, and then the men are over here in their little corner.
新娘和新郎还没来。
Mübarek olsun doyulan mübarek olsun. Altın dinle aman olsun, selamet olsun. Doyulana mübarek olsun. Koy kulağına uçanları var. Kumdandaki hiç doldum. Ağım ve yaydan
As it turns out, aside from the occasional ceremony here and there, a weager wedding is almost entirely dancing. So if I was an actual guest who was supposed to be participating, I'm not sure it would be my cup of tea. But having stumbled upon it completely by accident as a random observer, it was the coolest thing that could have possibly happened on our little village walk. And it was well worth waiting literally hours to witness. Tragically, this is my only vlog from my short visit to Turpan, but I am planning to go to Xinjiang again this year, so stay tuned for more videos from China's farthest west frontier. See you next time!